Hey guys, welcome to Knowledge by Nature. Today I'm just doing a little bit of homeschool prepping. I've got my all about spelling and I've got my all about reading cards, and so it's just a nice day. She's out here playing, and so I thought I would just kind of take you along and just kind of prep some of the stuff. This set of cards, level 2 so far, is just a little bit harder to take apart than my last ones were. Like, I'm bending quite a few of these cards, and so it didn't seem like they're quite as perforated as my first set. Here, I'm just gonna put a quick note here. You come with a couple of blank cards. For the phonogram cards, you probably don't need it so much, but right here, "and" was a word that we used quite often, and so I ended up putting that in there as like a sight word or just something to like practice, because we were finding it a lot in a lot of our stories. So I went ahead, and so keep your extras, because you never know if you want to like write one. Alright, so I've finished the very last ones here, so I have 292 of the word cards, and then I have 4 blanks. Here's the big box that I bought. I had to definitely take out one of the spacers here. So this is level 2 only right now. Oh, word cards here, and then I just had, she took all the phonogram cards apart for me, and there were, I think, like 44 of those maybe. Yeah, so we have 44 phonogram cards for level 2, and I'm just gonna keep those right there so they're spaced out. Here's my all about spelling. I do have my all about spelling pack out here, so I may go ahead and start that. We'll see if the weather holds out for me or not, and then that way I can put these dividers in here, and I'm hoping that all of level 2 is going to fit in here. I really think that it will. So this is the student packet that comes with the phonogram charts, tokens, cards, and then stickers and the certificate. The certificate for all about reading actually comes inside the activity book, but for all about spelling you just have the teacher's book, and then you have the student packet. Let's see if I can get this thing apart. Because I used all about reading, I do already have the dividers for those. I didn't have to purchase those, but for all about spelling I did need to go ahead and purchase the dividers for those, and so I'm going to go ahead and take those apart also. Alright, for my dividers, I have phonogram cards review, phonogram cards mastered, phonogram cards future lessons, sound cards review, sound cards mastered, sound cards future lessons, key card review, key card mastered, key cards future lessons, word cards review, word cards mastered, and word cards future lessons. So it is nice that they are all color coded to go with the cards. I do apologize if the outside is just way too noisy right now, but I am going to go ahead and put these dividers in the very back here. I'm going to leave one of the little foam things. So at this point I've taken out 2 foam discs, and now I will take apart all the cards and I will put them behind the dividers that they need to go in for All About Spelling. Just wanted to point this out here because All About Spelling is new to me, but All About Reading is not. And so All About Reading cards, the description is up here at the top. All About Spelling, the description is down here at the bottom. So that's kind of handy that it's like switched so that, you know, if you do, it's just easy recognition of, oh, I've got a reading card here, I've got a spelling card. I don't know that it makes much difference, but... And I'm also noticing that the letter is bold for the reading, and it's more like just a regular print for the spelling. This is definitely a project that you want to do before school starts, because this is not something you want to deal with before a lesson. Alright, so I have, this is all of level 2. This is all of All About Spelling level 1. I'll definitely be taking this last foam piece out because there's not enough room to like move the cards. I'll have my other dividers for All About Reading that I will put in here. The only thing that is in here is my little tokens that I will just keep back here with the spelling. And then I will actually end up putting these somewhere else, but right now this is just a good and safe spot. This is the big All About Spelling box that I purchased, and it holds all of level 2 and all of the reading cards. So it definitely does not hold anything extra for sure. And so this will be interesting to know for like our next level what that will do. Of course, all of these will go out and we'll get new ones. But so this is all of cards. So to take apart all of the phonogram cards, word cards for level 2, All About Reading, and all of the cards for All About Spelling level 1, that took me roughly an hour and a half. So like I said earlier, this is definitely something you want to prep before your lessons actually begin. It's not hard, it is just time consuming. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the activity book all ready and kind of sorted, and so we will be working on that later today. Okay, I am going to finish up prepping the All About Reading here. So I have the activity book, I have a 1-inch binder here, and then I bought a 100-pack of sheet protectors that I'm going to put those in. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up this box and then start sorting these in. I'm just going to take a chunk of these out, and I'm guessing this is 50 right here because it splits. And I'm going to go ahead and just put those in my binder. Here I have the activity book, and if you watched my video on level 2, then you know that I am planning to separate this out this year instead of leaving it together. And so I'm going to take all of the lessons, combine them together into one, and then I'm also going to make sure that I put some of these together beforehand also, because they are time consuming. The rest of these sheets I won't worry about cutting, because that's just an extra practice that we can do on our cutting skills when we come to these sheets right here. But I will take this out and it will all be in the lesson 11. So here we go. So you just we're going to cut these all out. We're going to take the individual blocks. We're going to cut these out. Sometimes I use the little paper clipper or the paper cutter. I don't know that it always works best. Sometimes I can't seem to cut along the line as straight as I needed to. Doesn't matter what order they're in. You just want to make sure that they're all the same direction. And then I want to cut these lines down as close as I can so that they will fit the piece correctly. And then just kind of take all the little letters and staple it. So we have 2 word flippers made already. So as you can see, it just goes like that. And we will keep working. Okay, there are a total of 57 lessons, so if you want to be able to have every single lesson in a protective sheet, you are going to need to buy more than 50 clear packs. These were the Amazon Basics. I don't remember how much they were. They weren't much at all. I'm thinking like less than $10 for the 100 pack, and I haven't had any issue opening any of them. It's went very well, so I need to pull out, I think, 7 more of these. They do say Amazon Basics on the side though, so if you don't like that, or you're going to be using them for something else where that would matter, you don't want to get these because it is clearly on the side of the folder label. But in this scenario, it's fine, and they work really well. So I'm going to finish getting all of these lessons put in here. Alright, there they go. So they are all in this one big binder. Now what I'm going to do is, I have like a an X-Acto cutter, so I'm going to go get that because I'm going to put the cover into this so that I can see what it is. And then also I'm going to have, let's see here, I want to take out the progress chart. And this is a binder with a little pocket on the front of it, so I'm going to put the progress chart right here with the stickers. So all of this is in one spot. I don't need the read aloud record because I keep up with that on a different platform. And then I will take out this certificate of achievement, which is the very last one. It does get difficult to rip out of the back. And then I'm going to add that certificate all the way back here, so that is there. And I'm very interested to see how I'm gonna like this. Am I gonna like this better than just the book format? And so I'll know for the following year if, I've done it both ways at this point, so I'll know by year 3 exactly what I want to do. Alright, so I'm gonna go get my thing so I can cut this all the way down through here and get that off so I can put it in here. Okay, I have this rotary kit here and just this sharp blade for like cutting fabrics and things like that. And I actually used this to despine an entire notebook one year when we were using our math. I did for like, I think it was KA. I actually despined the workbook. I didn't end up liking it like that, so I didn't do it again. But you can do that if you have something. Just get one of these and you can just kind of cut through half of it. So that's what I'm going to use today to be able to put in my binder here. So I want the front and the back. So I'm just going to lay this very tightly along the line here. And we're just going to push that in there, come back with it. I don't really know why I started in the middle. And so now, because this has a clear cover, I can put the back on there. And I would love to be able to use the binding, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use that. Let's go ahead, and now I'm going to cut this one. And I cut that one kind of inward so that I could hopefully get all of his little finger there. And then I have this, I can actually put a flap along here. I don't think I can get this thing thin enough though. Let's see here. So, it doesn't look the greatest because kind of took a beating there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this little piece here, and I'm just going to cut along this edge right here. And and this is not necessary at all, but I just really wanted to do it, so here we are doing it. Okay, cut down through here. Close this up, and see if I can get like a angle here. That's my little lab boy over there. He's usually not very far from me. Okay, that was not working standing up, so now I'm going to lay it down and see if I can kind of get, oh yeah. So lay it down, kind of open it up, I get some slack. And I'm in a really weak part of the book right now. Come on, come on. Okay, now that I've started this endeavor, I just have to finish it, you know. So I just took a piece of the spine and taped it to the back to maybe strengthen this a little bit, and oh yeah, that is going so much better. Yay! Yeah, I just needed some extra strength there. So now I have it completely done, all in a binder. You wouldn't want to go any smaller than this for sure, because it is packed. It's pretty thick here. But I was able to take the spine off, and so we have the back of the book, front of the book. So simple. Well, not so simple, but so cute nonetheless. So here we go. So I have all the cards cut out, all of the activities pulled out and ready to go. I've got all of the flippers cut out and they're ready to go. And even using this, I'm kind of thinking of an idea for like when we go to read. We can even highlight if we like stop at a section, like because it's dry erase, you know, you can just like highlight, okay, we stopped here, or even use a highlighter till we read this, And so there's quite a few different things that I think I am gonna like having them in the protective covers. So we'll see if it was worth the time that it took to do it, and I'll know what I want to use for next year. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next one.